once again, welcome to this platform, the Nation Anchor TV, on TikTok and on YouTube. Afishapa, that's all New Year. And the date here, the date here, I'm coming. And the 13th January. And as you know, January is 72 days. Eti, inyanko baby asa, inyanko baby, eti moa. Mudi musika nyina mudi mu savings kakra mu save nyina mudi no during Christmas no fe na January ni yashase fe kra ni what on the 3rd of January, okay, until we have more, we have more days ahead. We have 72 days. January is the only month that has the 72 days. Until you have to be strong, but all the same, you know, we thank the Almighty for life. And I'm sure, sir, whoever watching me, wherever you're watching me from, you are doing very well. It is my topmost prayer, topmost wish that all you wish for, all you pray for, all you work towards comes in for you. May you be successful in whatever you intend to achieve this year. There are a lot of issues going up and down in our country. And for all this while, Munim says some of us are very vocal in terms of our national issues, you know. And somebody be say, "Hey, Pegua, Baba Bontina Bekambi." Timo Media Director, champion, me here upa, and I'm share my phone soon. You know my who number. I think I've lost the number again. At Timo Media, do well for me to get your number, okay, bro? I need your number. We have to do a lot of programs, okay? We have to do a lot of programs. I've missed your number. Fachame. Me do number nana ayira. Me do number nana ayira. So kindly like the video for us. Don't forget to like the video. Let's hit 1,000K likes and then set the ball rolling. Those of you watching us on YouTube, you're welcome. Once you are here, you can type something for me to acknowledge your presence, okay? Oba more YouTube no ba no type will be number who say what join me. Na mama shout out na nyina I did you man na efe abusia mo hit on the like button, keep on liking. Nana Jose ti Nana Jose she ho Nana Jose eti de nipa de be nipa ni Nana Jose eti obi abe mi say Nana Jose Nana wo de me nyi ni so be mi sa Nana me nya mi sa. Hi Michael is watching me on YouTube. Michael, I see you. You're welcome, Michael. Kindly tap on the love icon on YouTube. Tap on the love icon, and then make sure that you share this program. Mun share program na yenka jangu. Na Jose wo sere me. Hey. Oh, Akufo-Addo mbo misuli na Nana Jose wo so bla be bo misuli aka ho me bo a. Hey. Anyway, let me bring my guest. I have a guest that let me bring my guest here. Kindly tap on the like button. Hola! Scopada, skipedy.
All right. Okay, we see for you the Median Esheswan or Fire Nation Uncle as a Mr. Boko YouTube, so to one of Bomodian say, Obediana, what full and as a subscriber to the channel. And then you can offer young monk one time and run many brave parts. Yasun 7 was a simple so a crew gun name. And the Ghanaian community, I'm an check.
But Ohini, Udim say, ye who a hippa, Udim Sadi. Oh, why would him say a who a hippa, Udim Sadi? Okay, to us.
Shapaya, your fast way be a Yakaya who as freedom fighters, 7 periods of a winnie, Obia Mamma before so. And Yasia, once say, none of fire can in American anyway can effort. As a man, that one turn a gun for you, Chia Ghana for Macammo, or Montam Betty, you say, Chia, because we normally be say, we were more. Yabatwaba, or Baba Jessica Chia, or more we, Chia party for fire, a BSA near the. I might name we made a man being and say, baby, I see a con 1 year. Yanu, baby, we are back. I feel we are back to that, baby, Minim she crown. Only look at a check with your photo, my essay, we are NPP. And now, we are NDC for I dare say, Minia, or no, na ya chino, almost 5 evidences no onipa da so to deny say when you NDC na say be previous NDC for any nipa na wo NPP any nipa na wo some would declare some NDC no and also enti wo nua no say one person obeka no wansem and there's all kind of wansem because near rough for your time say you did and that's over baby you did and that's over you did and go for one you did say na freedom fighters no and I'm messing conquer and I face the country say grade or what the phrase I face the country for no patch you know say face the country demonstration Ghana ujijina muye oko oba uye say sign wuti na say ye nyina yeti as me da wono no
Emma Bushafo nyina akwaba mo hwehwe on TikTok mo hwehwe on YouTube Emma mu nyina afishiapa afi enkomra meto ye afi we mempaye ene madesre de ana makoma so ade ne se wonsusu ye papa bia wo fa wankasa wabrabo ho ene o man Ghana bia no embram odwuma bia wo ya na mo bia wutu de ensesan papa beba wabrabom ene o man Ghana asetena mu nyina no embram ma enti Emma mu nyina akwaba bio. In fact, honestly speaking, let mo man kan some way pepa mo chew ya man Ghana na ye wo mu no so beto se mu bi e kasa enye obi a ho tan ntira eye oman ni ye yo ne oman ne kan kuntira so obi ye MPP ni a onipa koro no sabio onye mfomso so obi ye NDC ni a mesra onye mfomso mo a hye mutirim se me ye NDC ni so obi nye NDC ni a nipa koro no mpe Ghana asemondo Ghana no munya sa ankwase adwen no munyi firi mutirim mo a hye mutirim se wo ye MPP ni so obi nye MPP ni bia nipa kro ndo Ghana o mpe Ghana asem onye Ghana ni no munyi sa mentality ni free mutim eye nkwase adwene ye mu bi so ye decide say ye belong to these two parties no that does not mean say ye so ye ne mo eye atamfo ana say ye so ye ne mo etiado anwoma so ana say ye so ye ne mo ekire ne nan da bia ntisa obi a won reason the MPP ni believe in the ideologies and the tradition of MPP until also obey MPP ni no the NDC needs to believe in the ideologies and the principles or the tradition of NDC until also NDC ni no some of us and so yes we are share for the past years in our nation development yeah mining can call the record of these two administrations and yes no we can't continue the same thing and expect different results and for that matter we will also look elsewhere and make and see if say you bring something new to come into the conversation, to come into the administration, to come into the leadership.
Even I don't have any issues.
They don't have any issues. Baumia, Mahama, omu enuafo omu nyina free enough. The intia one reason why intia Baumia consider defeat as early as possible. Even na ono akasa ni MPP for ni bi kura bu ofusa ni also consider defeat early sano. Baumia share the vote no and the numbers na onim se malusu. Ana lusu na malusu no so nipa na obedi so no on free elsewhere bebia te se mbia kasa me northern brother. It is a me give in at the manner. Me bibia nyirai bibia sesan kokoba ni de deba omu nyina ekrobo forma. It is a meme Baumia no so de Dramani Mahama ye nyina ye northern brothers. Enti ye nyina no ebama ye nyina northerners and as a northern brothers ye nyina na ye wini. Enti why shouldn't I give up? Senka Baumia amba consider temwa. Do you know the number of chaos and the number of atrocities anka ebetimi tensions and ebetimi are raising in Yemen ebetimi akoso. Enti even these two leaders are not enemies. So how much more mene wumyenu? But the problem over here is no kurekano na dren. No kurekano. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid to let the world know. Say, kasa me kasa ntesu me tideda me yeno. I'm doing it because me person people never power. Don't be afraid. Deda me ye kasa me kasa no. I'm doing it because me person this never power. Don't be scared. Menya hu moturo mojo. Menya hu chameleon tactics. Menya hu Machiavelli. Akoko anomako kone uko atifi no akono akohunu nso uba na afọ no ba bisa say ehwan ya jaisa suban no enya boni jaisa suban no ohini let me put this on record NDC aba mamuimu 90% of omo ebe sori ayi dede nyina e omo person MPP ba power 90% of them. It is only 10% of them na ombeka so yepe new force and as a third force be 90% of them. That is what has been going on. That is the political culture of Ghana. The NDC were power. Majority of the groups, majority of civil groups, so I mean pressure groups are sorry, their interest is for the opposition to come, or at the end of the day, they'll go and give their support to the opposition party. It has been going on, not today. When NDC was in power, there were groups like Accountable for Alliance Governance, AFAG. At the end of the day, no, you got to have support command MPP. That time MPP was in opposition. When NDC was in power, 2014, 15, 16 coming, there were groups like Let My Vote Count. They gave their support to the MPP when the MPP was in opposition. Samson are accountable for Alliance Governance, AFAG for also the MPP. And a lot of journalists are who do not criticizing this administration. NDC MPP bar power no. These people were given various positions. These people were given various appointments. That is the tradition that has been going on. So when freedom fighters and Free the Country came in under MPP administration, no, we were rightly tagged, and we were from the onset. They tagged us, say, oh, Musa Akufo-Addo here, mudede na muye ni na muye for NDC. Omutagi and sa. But some of us, we said to ourselves, say, yeah, my NDC, yeah, my NDC. Time is the best exposure, or time is the greatest exposure. So let us, with the munyamani nyina yes, nyamani nyina se twabre ni dura obia behu anase nyina behu aduabakro. Ana yegya yi ne nyina nyini. Ene no nyina bo mu nyini ye no. Omo asabio NDC ba power yi. Omo approve get closer to them. Mama hu say in fact ya bo mama ba power. In fact mo so mato nsa frɛ ama ye nyina ato nsa bo madidi. Munim mo hu omo eti mo ya mo hu ye no munja esa mo ha ya dwene. Oyene
such a fake person.
Oyene me say
and I won't believe woman. I didn't hear so hide on.
Me say messages. And now for your momo disappointed people pa today that na mo ye face the country di mo chia na eni mo ye dede nyina sa mo wi akwa ko dinner party ada na mo anto san frɛ ana me bisa man ba ko sɛ opani unhu mi wo party bi ase wo hu sɛ me ne pani bi gina ba bi wo hu sɛ me ne pani bi ato sɛ unhu mi wo ho omo hu omo wo ho no uni mo handles uni mo number ada na nko bi sɛ omo na me na ba bi sa me obe ha ma adwene eti mesra busuafo esi nsɛmɔni tu ne etutu din tie nsɛmɔni eti ne etutu din obi a wodini mesra wo sɛ wo obi wo baabi na de ɔyɛ na kyere wadwene so a bopi ni sa nipa no na bisa no sɛ mahu wo ha sei na ade ti na wo ye sei na onyi wa no na munya ye mu bi a sabio ye frantomago nti ye nimbi pragoro na munya ye mayemfa yasum bi nti na ebe bi nwene ye ho simple ye frantomago nti ye nimbi pragoro ye nso ye wodin yesu ye boye din ho ban se mo ahu ye wo baabi a ya mamu mebisa ye ho asem baabi a wo behu me no ya bisa me ho asem na menya ho asem aka kyerɛw menya obi a me defending kwase asem obi nkɔwe ni moko na me meti ho fifire obi nkodi ni kwase asem na me metena ha metwe me kwa ho tinitini mekyerɛkyerɛ on behalf of the person obi a otimi so camera kasa bia is a good speaker or is a great speaker, and for that matter you can go to the person and ask him why or the reason why he or she were at where you saw him or her. Normal explanation. One most important thing about what we started, any baby about doing say.
What's your take on Otumfuo's statement? Mr. Wa Yamiya Duma and Intiamino of fire, yeah, everyone. And when it comes to Otumfuo, Memini Passy, she has said, of fire opportunity or no bit natural, Miss Match the Madden.
Yeah,
I answer protest, a or David Empire. Into your Bannerman can be anatas and into Minoga say, my boy, near Mediba crash Otumfuo and Mary. Near Mediba crash and Mary, my boy, when in Anwa. My emergency and I'm the event videos are as sunlight or hanging on. If you have a hanging eye, you turn for dear.
Okay.
Never be in and win ye a but I say, Namu and Coma and no fayam in it here and command them in it here. You go so didn't go any I say, bear Miss Swan in ya. 80 crown question at our word when paying Cassano. But I would see my back, would see me back. I say that darakachi so yeah my home mini and darakachi my home darakachi many of I think almost is here or baby eat too and they will too for the oko say oh he David you didn't know you said the band and they were who's a politician he says here no I want to remember me dinner chamkatra namu who are also who in a share could be asking Australia or the Bisson or the motor or the wine or the ye or the dear bank, dear non so ye, dear Baba also. To one and then I'm wapaso. Ye then I'm wapaso. I near or dear one bed you want to dear bank, but dear Becca wants to make you white.
Liz Mens, I see you, my dear Liz. Liz Mens, you are welcome. Afro Tropica, I see you. Oh, honey, as I'm making the tintin when you say. So, Becca, Michelle come last year, say. Ebedru election ya free Misrim see ya free Egypt see ya ko bosha asase no so no nya nyina ne ebekwa koduru manka asem we
Okay
me say ebra Mose ekoyi Israel for free Misrim and odi omoko bosha asase no so no generation e koduru bosha asase na kasa na ba kokora no sha ase bi me kan ye ntia me kan sa ne say oyene me share me content ase no basically on religious discussion. And so na meba political discussion. Me started political conversation. Ne drew baby na me study me ye di na me say ma me nsua de bi. And me started say me nsua ati in politics na se. Na mati the mentality of the people a mota ko in politics no mati omo anso ase. Ohini I want to got to a point ama me benya the clear image say 90% of omo aya abribia omo sorry eye dede under any administration no. Out of 100% and 90% of them, it is because that is the easiest way to get closer to the national cake. That is the easiest avenue to also be called to the table. Tell me you. So okay, so join it. Maybe so okay, so join the political party now. Obeka could start from the scratch. From Asia, ebi a obeye party communicator na say ebi a obeye party boy ni small safe na pani bia hu na wa faw na wa hwekon obefa so aboa na wa grow through the ranks. But so unity in who anim na or start fire this government the next government never monitor from opposition eti omnya power na ombra no na ye to nsa fro direct say wo adwuma wa bonti no obetima aye adwuma say ebi akosha this angle and I betimi do a factor into your party no be adwuma say. That is the easiest way to get into the parties and get closer to the national cake. Eti so a journalist or radio so TV so kasa NDC na wa ban mu no kasa o MPP na wa ban mu no kasa o na nya mostly no 10% pen on do say me ka ban nanim na wa ye de ye 90% no ohun say no that is the easiest avenue and no o de fa ho no mo a you can be called to the table. Now also said you fear for no certain and your master Samamo. Yeah, back.
Use the freedom fighters as a stepping to a stone.
And I make us say, yes, that's you know, people were tagging all of us a whole lot of names. But I said to myself, say, Mini will be a trim, sub you mean to me will be a trim who will be a trim one. No, Nipan in your ear, any Nipanana Montuono. And then another kasa better be the up to abonti ha mamman fo aka me to me fro obi no obi ndi obi ho komo wo my fro no obi ho komoda in our freedom fighters in ye kwa ye me fro obi no obi ndi obi ho komo and I mean so camera nso meka obi ho asem o say nipa no me no wa asem na say me obi bi ka kire me fro direct because me slow that any asase so me slow that any wasase so iti me wasem bi ka kire me fro direct na ma ka kire o na mom Nemum Unioye and Usubai be our than a do about Tihono, and my mouth fought a who or can be so. Now, what do you say? A make and I say, Mina West Person make a be one of my Macabia mountain off when you may to Mupobia, and you know, so then coming to my crown, coming Pobua. And for me who cry. If you say, yes, I did back off, I may believe in say, you don't have to always explain yourself. The people watching you are intelligent and reasonable people. Your actions, your words, your inactions and yama wo ya na mo wutu ankasa the people will define whom you are through your what you say. Enti no hene mentimi metena ha me conclude me kasa asomasi ya asomasi ya party A ni asomasi ya party B ni nipa nankasa ne yo ye aw eboda ne ode beto abonte hono be ma amanfo ahu se oh asomasi we A we B ni. But going forward no wo biara wo pese wo yi wo anim na wo kasa in our national conversation no say your party enti na wo kasa mamanfo hu se party enti na me kasa say your party B enti na wo kasa mamanfo hu se party B enti na wo kasa na mom say bia say enye party enti na wo kasa na mom for the betterment or for the goodness or good governance enti na wo kasa mom hu say good governance enti na me kasa. What do I mean by that? I don't hate MPP as a political party, but I was criticizing the administration and the governance of Akufo-Addo. So when you got to a point, I mean, we say we are closer to election, and for that matter, there is no need to criticize him, but to vote against him. I stopped criticizing and I stopped demonstration. I stopped joining demonstrations because I just decided not to criticize them again, but to vote against them or to vote them out. I had no agenda with anybody to do anything against any party for any party to benefit. No, I just said to myself, say we are in 2024. I have done demonstration upon demonstrations. We are in election year. I am done with criticizing and lambasting and insulting the leaders. I'm not joining any demonstration. The only power I have now is to use my thumb to vote them out. That's all. But this is when it got to a point after a month to election, 2 weeks to election. Then people were organizing demonstration and I said, no, I'm not going to join this and I won't switch on camera to come and tell anybody to go and join this. Those who are organizing or doing that thing have their own agenda. They should deal with it. And then you got to a baby, a man penny for no man penny by a dinner party. Omo muko ho na muhu had na mode ye nyina din efrase ye nyina na ye disappoint mo. Mesrɛ mo ya mo ahu ye din ya mo ahu ye ho no ma mo mfa ye din mam ye disappoint mo. Sabi mo ahu me wo ho, mo ahu ohini David wo ho. Mo ahu asiedu sisters wo ho. Mo ahu amanfo wo ho no. Omo muhu omo wo ho no no. You should deal with them. Mention their names. Deal with them. Ya mo ahu ye no. Me na me wosunyani me wodumasa a me na ye bia fojana ye di kasubo mu wo duma first. Den na party koso wo enkrana mo budi me din be hyem se freeze the country freedom fighters mu nyina sa mo ye mo ka ye adwuma ma NDC. Me sere mo me party bia mo me pa na besi na so party bia so timi mo me pa.
Omo de omo wo kwan so omo join NDC. Nti se ye nyame baba ko why ya de wonni mu nyansa sa wo de ye kan. Wo wonni mu nyansa se no wo mo kan NDC nyina. Mo de mo wo kwan se so bi ba mo ba bia mo pɛ dia nipa ne ni mu nyansa.
Ohini sa netie ebra ye hye ye kasa ase a na ye fa ya Akufo-Addo fa ya MPP amamuo fa ya omo saa no wona na atwa ye ho ahia dodo na omo dodo na ye NDC fo no na omo se mo ye nyansafo mo ye reasonable people mo ye wise people mo ye intelligent people ebra closer to election omo hu se ye declare support fan mamanfo kan kire manfo se mo nto abama NDC no omo start be ka kire se mo ye hypocrite mo ye stupid mo ye irrelevant. Sabrofo kasa ni nyina matia bre entimi nsisa me hwe entimi change me hwe me your fire from day 1 to a now fire when I bia umpema sama na wa free Milan so na kwabo bra fa me ho makoso gina me na magina me agina me tadua so aka ne se de wo se me ka na biribia wona se du ba bi na me ho ye wahi na umpema sem bi ma na wokọ me ti ha me bo ha de bia me ka ne se de tie ye adwumadi we no ohene ete se uchi trotro se utu trotro free fia no pa na de kosi station na wo bo trotro na wo lodu a obi abafro trotro na eye ne ba bia wo continue wafro oduru ho obesi se ohene David ba live a conversation topic a ohene David ba discuss no nipa wo ye interested na wo hwe ohene David e pompa nipa ne ko e da obaba to ohene David e discuss bibia onye interested no onhwe sapepe na adwumadi na tie your content are you creating your conversations are you have every day in day out no dia wo ba wo ye interested no na wa hwe no dia wo ye interested no twamuko enya ntokwa ohene eti se wo ba na mebo amanyoko bi achi na me ka amanyoko bi ho asem na wo hwe na se wo enya wo party ntino wo dwa na wadwa na wo ne menya adwe na wo ntie a mentimi fa ho man kyekere wo ntena ha sei twamuko eno so nkyere se menka de be ya wo de na se nya nokure na se nya reality a me pesa wo tie ntino menka de ya wo de da bi eka nipa ba ko pekura meka kire no sa na memete eka nipa ba ko pekura meka kire no eti eno no ye mu bi no ye wo thick skin ye wo tough mind and ye dey sa adwuma wi nothing can intimidate us. Pia, what here, yanko?
For now, a course where you catch one. O party kura woman into whom is our party, the man make one more time. We a bema and now we are bad. San DC for man, I'm a trap of food. She said, I'm crazy. A Mayanka Juno. May just to me, a certain is maybe away. Say, yes, you or money pack. She said, and I know yet is a apostle, American. Yes, so no one has any party, they say. Nijuma Odin and what you see is uniform. Oko Canada, so Canada Prime Minister, no bueno. But I said Trudeau, no. But on the party, on one party, as uniform said, fire of us were opening mine, and you say you go mine. On one party, on time, opposition member.
Liz, thank you. I said the truth must be told to Ghanaians and stop the partisan politics. Thank you, my dear Liz. Simple.
Freedom fighters are catching ya because you see a chum say, Yang yet one good in sending warning and a signal to a wanting oh, by kind of one. Now, what you say, a cool or more money bakra, a decent for your channel, a unison chain. Masama make catch them. And if freedom fighters will be to me under it and now under my name. We are Bema Cocotiku now, so one found call. I would cream. Men funny look at my dad, dear, my PBR, and Mamma to say Ghana be now will be up already not the notion. Menoka say TikTok will be up. Or see you guys when you're smart, you won't rap say or no, your NDC need that arena, and yet in Tea Mamma can wish him. Now we go Minana.
30, thank you. Oh, you know, young Concoma was on a digan of which ya. You see, Adia Bakwa, Adia, a your more say MPP in NDC, no. I bet to say Christianity and Islam, oh, Ghana has it. It is Dudwana, I was a cool with Mudada. It is your mobile motion, and say, Obekasama Beko in favor of their party, no, with my own. Some of us, we didn't come here to do that thing. Mr. Ramo, me, to Christianity. Me, I'm not a Christian, I'm not a Muslim. Samson ya me too as an ever ya me efie omo ya NDC for me pie me se da bi me nya NDC ni bi enti Christosum kwa magya na NDC ni MPP na chenchena enti wo bana me kasa na se nko in favor of your party na enti wo se abrante wonya credible wonya wonya intelligent wonya smart mi ntie na me pa cho ko ba bia wo be kwa me aka de be wasum de na kire ko honom ba me ha de me digina Akufo-Addo ni MPP administration no me lazy me boot me did the same thing be see NDC administration so pepe Finchim no bias. Yanko. Obika just a try love you ma obwa. Obika just a try love you ma obwa and then me send 1,000 Ghana cedis. Emma mini pebi. Omote me. And then me send 1,000 Ghana cedis. Emma Ghana boy. Omote me 1,000 Ghana cedis. Omote me 9 cedis. Oda me ba. Ma me pe video no mamo. Fachre.
Okay. Mbacho me has here for TikTok any. No. Mbacho say wo hwe so a nti me na me ntia se ma hu say charge ay 9 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
Charge. Nti ma hu 6.75 tax bi zo ho. And see there. Ano so ye de momo for no bete. The MTN for the betty, and son of 11 or Mati, or charge, and son of Mati tax. Your tax or one of her, shall who tax or her. And I 6.75. Eti, who can me nubomo, who can me nubomo, Albania say? 9 plus another 15.75. No.
Good. It's almost or charge a free, no mass at 11 free. It's you because you say 11 more bois, will be in 11.
And Rama says, say, oh, NDC, or buy first move, will try a betting tax, will try 11.
Omuncha betting tax, Omuncha 11. It is a misinformation. Muntie de Omuni, and I know your Papa John Dramani Mahama and Kasanu Mutu. Or say no mutata and say, what by your betcha tax in the morning because of the campaign. So about betchem, betting tax, you betchem, levy, you betchem, COVID tax, you betchem, and I debate you betchem. And I'm on for started that and say, what bay, you say, betchem one, and all back catch they say not to know we say the MPP administration at the tax way no akwa IMF clause nim because IMF no akwa busia fra IMF a we say mo guarantee ade a obetimi de sia wo say ade a me de sia wo na mama me sika potin ni eti levy o a betting tax o COVID levy ye da ko sia wo ma IMF and yakwaje $3 million collateral mo eti utimi so de prekopen kase me ba power ne ya no matwam dabi eti afi na John Dramani Mahama epese Ghana fo nya ntiase se afi na opese ohwese ombetima rationalize na no na giso mbekirem abe rationalize loan taxes no na ya hwese ye betimi apes kafira bi foforo na mom se wo sorry right away se me twam ne de no untimi entwamu sa ntimi sramo yentwa betting tax yentwa levy yentwa COVID levy do beka start obi aboa it is a lie na mom John Dramani Mahama abeka say oba ba wa betina obwini election we no wahu say now the politicians they are smart, they know this even in opposition say are you telling me say to force nim say the levy COVID levy akwaje low IMF ana are you telling me say to forcing okuje to ablakwa omunim say ye the levy betting tax any COVID tax ashe IMF clause nim akwaji low ana omunim they know but they won't come and tell you this. They will use it to do campaign and tell you say buy betwam they say we we but the reality is ye the question IMF clause ntimi ntwam it say oba dey oba tutu ana alaba to blow do there now there be there now be utimi nya hwe bla e da question IMF loan nim ti no yetimi nya no ho hwe meba it seems I have the video here John Mahama can say these taxes no are in IMF clause no obi say he said it is not under IMF oboa a man with all resources listen to it very well okay nam tintan so for asuti for unity asem for asunti asem Mahama said it even before he won I remember but the taxes are in IMF clause utimi so are prakope nkotwam why don't let anybody deceive you all these taxes are still in place onye yentu an komo no so me hwe video na Mahama e kan say taxes no
eda so ono ma na say opese o kire say oba ye no ba be hu say say de akoshe yi no ma akoye ti say A+ de no A+ ko parliament ba ko pa ya o say abusia afi na matimo ase ni enti a MP for omunya sare no ai na ofa yankwai National Cathedral. Mahama so this.
Na bempo anope ya na se nra na me tie na you only Christian empanifo omukọ e Thanksgiving. Omukọ e
na state ya NDC anofa. Me se John Dramani Mahama onye ready so be develop Ghana. Ma country say wa ba no so yire no ye na adwuma ese so ya. The next 4 years.
Tie.
COVID real levy, no. Yeba, yebechum. 10% bed tax, no. Yeba, yebechum.
A few moments later.
So I assured him that when we come, we'll rationalize the taxes.
This man! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Rationalize the taxes.
Will you keep quiet?
They have signed an agreement with the IMF. And so you might not be able to come and dismantle those taxes. But we will rationalize them.
Beba, mama starting na muntie.
COVID levy. COVID real levy, no. Yeba, yebechum. 10% bed tax, no. Yeba, yebechum.
Bepacho, what you betwem man asa what you be rationalize it.
Yeti yebechum.
Okay. Sir, obi hwa me wa ha se wodi achi nie, mpese na adwene ba fie. What you betwem man asa be rationalize it.
Levy, yeba, yebechum. COVID levy. COVID real levy, no. Yeba, yebechum. 10% bed tax, no. Yeba, yebechum.
A few moments later.
So I assured him that when we come, we'll rationalize the taxes. This man! Oh my God! Oh my God! Rationalize the taxes. Will you keep quiet? They have signed an agreement with the IMF. And so you might not be able to come and dismantle those taxes. But we will rationalize them.
Eti Mesramo, ye metena ntwantro.
Rationalize na ankasa na esi ehu ne o pese wo kire
Yeah,
rationalize.
and ye go rationalize the meaning. Yeah, go the meaning. I'm out for crabs. I said, what is the meaning of rationalize? You rationalize the meaning.
Rationalize not the better because I say was say it means attempt to explain or justify.
Okay, what you meaning there?
Rationalize means attempt to explain or justify. Not just say because of this, you know, or the brofuni share one. Na sam one barakisi tunde muna fuse nani one for na omushisho omumami echi omunano henro ne edo omunam kideti na omuni go omumami echi ne edo omusu akaye ye no ye onya trace we will rationalize the factors. Was
Eti, oh, you see, our politicians are smart. They always use big English grammar. They use grammar to just, I mean, deceive us. Nafi, omajaye, in the midst. Oh, nafi, yeah, omaboy sulia. So catch them say, who the key catch them say, ube chem. Now the bro for the catch them say, me rationalize ya. Who the key catch them point blank say me chem. I'm a metia point blank with tree say me chem. Now the bro for best explain it me say me rationalize ya. Now me am call saito. Our body crown SHS. Me that me rationalize no interest here. You see, eti ana maka no me say the Gina NPP amanyoko no amamuo so ene omone yoye bi so no. Yen spare this administration. Yen kofa bibi so mbehye obia no. Ye de Akufo-Addo ne campaign message. Ye be call the I mean ye be call a production not taxation. Ye be build I mean yang kwaje busia hodo ye be $1 no ye dey announce principle ne be fight corruption ye dey Akufo-Addo ne MPP for mo message mo campaign message and ye dey discipline wo mo ye dey the same thing NDC for so mo so campaign message and we are in social media world ye dey mo campaign message omo nyina anya do Mahama nko omo nyina yeah. Anna, Ness Majid, or say meaning of rationalize, or say defend, explain, clear away, or make excuse by reason make excuses for by reasoning. And so the chief catch them say, make him. Now the brother be catch them say, me rationalize here. In fact, you are not being fair to my intelligence. You are trying to outsmart me with just English.
That's say. You can't say.
Party followers in the you party followers in the party full soldiers in the Jaomu. Omo, the Omutiasiani Yezu, Ayeza, a si Rado. It is possible. No one Omutias you.
What is the meaning of
party followers in the dear. Omasam de confirm Makura, Okofo Masam by Empone. Omomunti see Omo Yanji to the Mubiao. Need the answer say, yea, you're the number 7, you're the number 1, you're the number 8. Asa and open Yano. Party followers in the no one know. Omo Yanji to the Mubian and Tias, Pia, to almost some quite a muscle, why? A muscle.
Mahama, a boy by and patron enjoyment in one. Sunday, no, was saw them, watch a mo, watch a one, watch a goosey, watch a grantier, will you, or train, or walk, can I mind, be a watch a change, Wako, a yapere, your coin, into Mumia Modena, you could be a crown or chink of focus a baby, and I want get or so Muslims prayer and thanksgiving, and also your choir, your chasica, get popo and Sunday, but I couldn't ask them, but Yanamoa. Intimini so good, you can cry now, Yankan answer.
Bona bushafo ntie bia.
But woman, you why, what are you?
Danka Williams no ana.
Don't come here. I mean, I did my one and myself, and John Mahama. No, me, say.
I'm
of Atominga.
afraid I'm a tonka.
Good. And painful ya. Nano. What I room one part John Mahama inauguration national. Say no poco to me a bonfire more.
Oyene, African politicians can never do away with these pastors, okay? Because they work together. They work hand in hand. African politicians can never do away with the pastors. If you try to do away with the pastors, you are putting yourself at risk to lose your next elections. I mean your next election, because these pastors controls the brain or the mind of the masses. Eti to say obi say Paul Kagame, the first coming to office, one fat through election na or the military way no or dibi wura munya tumi or certain mrato Rwanda say, I mean, good, sorry, I would be certain mrato was a person best of could school to this level, could university, get this certificate before you can become a pastor. Obviously, a solid dancer, you have to make sure you have a first aid clinic. I was solid dining chair and sana. What's your solid that because not all the problems that people brings, I mean, demands prayer, some demands physical health check. Oh, you no. In fact, the military, I mean, squad be. Me I deal away. I getting rid of these pastors and these religious, I mean, fanatics. These people that comes to power through democratic way and elections, they can never do away with these pastors because the pastors controls the masses. Somebody might vote for a particular party because the pastor say, "Yantrabama party way." Or hear any policy, any reason because the pastor say. Somebody can choose to vote for party B because politician ba solid them ho ebesra omuntino o filisa politician abba o solid them ho abe respect omuntino okoto abama no. That is the reason why. So if you are a politician and you win power, you can't do away with these pastors. You have to work hand in hand with them. And the most important aspect of it, and say when things are hard in the country, when the economy, when prices of goods and services, when things are hard, difficult times, the pastors are in the right positions to switch the people's mentality to tell them that, we are saying Bible no crack can say in fact, and for that matter, any politician they do enough for me no madwene kra nkomo yemom yemompa ye ne ani wiema tu fa baido makabechirim fansie ni fanyem instead of the African men, I mean the citizens, instead of them to focus on the politician and put pressure on the politician for the politician to do the right thing for them, they would rather spend much time in churches praying. Yes.
Difference Akufo-Addo and Mahama because since la Bourgeois man and conquer a bembeng and fa and when you know measure Akufo-Addo in Semunka and declare say there are three spirits or mobile Akufo-Addo and when I'm a move, but by the unction and the power and the authority given to him by God, into what you just in La Poshua and Abracata Batumi, and Akufo-Addo be deliver. But John Mahama swap to one of Amani a portrait in minimum.
Ohini, Anamaka say, about the politics, I hear you, Roma say, the politicians and the pastors, they are doing the same thing. They are brothers. They are helping one another. Politicians, omuna, making yama tough, making yama difficulty for the people. But the pastors, are there to take away the people's mind from the tough, from the difficulties, for the people to blame Satan. They cannot do away with them. They will go to them for them to pray for them. They can never do away with them. Opa Mahama power, they will still tell them, ayi, a friend papa will say, Adum Chedia. Adum Chedia. Ojina solid them. Na John Mahama ko ade chena ba omian so duru ho. Edi enti am kopede e won ho. Nyansa ben na wadum Chedia trimu a wo mo ko se ye kwakoje dia kan ye manifesto ho. Da bi Adum Chedia wodom. Adum Chedia wodom.
Minim who have from one person will take us a free menoma, why church 24-hour economy where Germany because and then Ukubuna Ubisa Germany 24-hour economy, our Germany no matter anything, without Romana will change him. The next one now, Ubetre Diabano. I will stop of fire. Nama explaining 24-hour economy where Germany had the actual come on, party.
Oyini yenim komo udi ebinum achi a yem focus na yenwie topic ne they will come and then try to interject and then disrupt us, so let's focus and let's go. Eti oyini the American question is say Bawumia is a Muslim, okay? Bawumia is a Muslim, but in politics Bawumia needs votes from Christians, and for that matter Bawumia became number for example, Prophet Edu Evangelist Edu said they from one church to the other, from one church to the other. Yes, whoever comes to power, once these pastors are still in their various offices, in their various churches, they will still go to them and seek prayer from them. It is what it is. Young Kohini. It is what it is.
Video now for us and can be your hand over Wadaroma Akufo-Addo and Asama or Akufo-Addo. My man just a maybe the actual one. Obrana yet not need to concura baby a dano, not just say and yasam.
Busy brain, I see you, busy brain, you're welcome.
I dear everyone cries a child, Sir, Akufo-Addo and said to no more person on one as a move.
Oh, Henny.
Akufo-Addo said to say, and one person on
those of you watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. You can also put your opinions at the comment section. But much imagine your comment section. I'll read it for you. You can bring your comment at the comment section. I'll read it.
Broken statue is more handsome than Akufo-Addo. Look at it. It is smiling. The thing was smiling, and I said it is smiling. And when I saw it, I was oh. Now when you say a BFF say the mom who in Tamama, your Yanka Akufo-Addo, one thing about Akufo-Addo, I don't tell me shut down like you know, and I'm in see a book is set to I the man why FSC and can be a papa or any set you know me the other.
Oyini
A different baby like us, yes, acquire mixed feelings and as a mixed my own. If this is my yard, this is why yard, so boo, this is why yard, over.
Oyini Akufo-Addo statue we are from the one I will see statue this one. Who assemble na me manfa Akufo-Addo statue no conversation no serious because it became NPP supporters and NDC supporters conversation, and such conversation I'm not interested. What did them say? Such conversation no Akufo-Addo statue conversation became NDC supporters and NPP supporters conversation. NDC supporters obviously they will be jack. NDC supporters, they will never say anything good about Akufo-Addo. It is the obvious thing. It is let's be real and let's be honest. NDC supporters or NDC members will never say anything good about anything and Akufo-Addo or MPP. And the same thing, NPP supporters and NPP members, they will never say anything good, about John Dramani Mahama and the NDC administration. These two people or these two groups, that is why I'm not interested joining any of their conversation, because when you talk of dirty politics and dirty people doing dirty conversation, it is these two groups. It's in a man family one conversation with me. But let's come to a realistic approach of this conversation. This statue was not built by Akufo-Addo.
Okay.
Statue when Akufo-Addo they see, I think it's a yes, Takradi was a for baby a chrono more honum. Yes, say Akufo-Addo aye bibia momo. And I think it's a MPP for or more honum. And almost see that statue you say Akufo-Addo aboa omo in their own way. And almost see that statue you see for Akufo-Addo. But to say Ghana government in this kwasi yem fancy and Akufo-Addo na kwasi yem see statue you see one. That is not the truth. That is not the truth. And then correct. And then Akufo-Addo ne kwasi statue you see ho. And then Ghana ban sika no this statue you see ho. And did that people no takrade for no. Sa takrade no baby statue you see for say sa hofo no omo na say if you kuma kwanta whatever no omo MPP for honom on say aban bia wo to me mu a ne nkrofo various DCs MCs regional ministers ni ade womo na come up say NC statue we see for ye mampani we because ye think say why bibia boy a region it NC statue we fancy one fam one. It is statue no omomato statue no from day one and are criticizing up and down sir. And obviously NDC winning elections no. And niama enya Akufo-Addo a picture kura they are destroying it. They are destroying menka say NDC for na ko bubu no mesra don't get me wrong. But me can be see asem so. And niama enya Akufo-Addo statue in the pictures kura na wo ho. They are kicking people out of office. They are burning police stations. They are destroying and looting a lot of goods or stuff from various warehouses. Then how much more Akufo-Addo statue? Eti say NDC phobi and now say a group of people be Akufo-Addo who your money and nako bubu no. I'm not surprised because it will happen. And do you know something? I remember when they overthrew Kwame Nkrumah, okay?
This of is NPP member,
Sunday says, na Sunday yes, atade no mapama shemi a me kra me afono me. I remember say abra omutu ye man penida da president Kwame Nkrumah free so. They did worse than what have just happened. Omutu Nkrumah free so. Omu bubu ni statue. Omu bu ni nan ebu ni tikura free so. She ni books. Tio omu she ni books. Some of you here can attest to this. Bro, omu overthrow ni Nkrumah. Ye nya nkrofo a na ebinum empe Nkrumah ideology empe Nkrumah you can say UP4 say MPP4 imu no. Omu mo binum ebubu Nkrumah statue she Nkrumah books. All because yempe papa na sem and yempe se bibi biara about papa no ebe wo honom ama enchiri makura ba behu even school cars kura na Nkrumah din wo kura no omo di paint ahodo paint cover asoma. In fact omo try say omo papa ni din kura from our history books. Ohini before say MPP baba power near 2 Ghana cedis note. And they how do you see that note? And that note, eventually good. Eti tie napono so kasabia na no obeke kan eti ama magye say the MPP that is the UP tradition no omumpe anything about Nkrumah. Eti when they overthrew Nkrumah, they also try to eliminate or destroy a lot of things about Nkrumah to erase the man from our history. The same thing also about Mampeni with this kind of shamble administration and then condemned to globalize our economy and then living this kind of amamut and time way now. Do you expect your statue to live? Se Kwame Nkrumah mpo obeji abako obeji ye fa hundie ma yen building a whole lot of industries, factories, dams, motorway, a kwan hodo, onumpo, more overtronino. No, you people try to erase everything about him from our history. So onumpo mo ye ne sadia. How much more Akufo-Addo wa mamuo umunipa kasa nipa nimbasa basa. In fact, disrespect, arrogancy. Do you expect who statue to live? It's the reason why in here me engage this conversation when he say I see it as history repeating itself. Impossible no Akufo-Addo nana amount for crying and the crowd of putting it to mass upon the chicken and crack on men is upon the chicken. On combine, sir, you understand? I say Akufo-Addo tried to erase the last of Nkrumah. Yes, 2 Ghana cedis note and Nkrumah tidaso, and no penny esika Nkrumah tidaso. Could you believe, say, oh my Ghana, a country like Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah no onye Ghana history, onye Ghana hero and a Ghana legend nkwa or African, legend. Kwame Nkrumah, the whole Africa, outside Africa, they worship him more than we the Ghanaians. Onumpo Akufo-Addo administration way, they disrespected him in so many ways. They tried to erase him in so many ways. Even our only currency and tidaso or non quantity daso, I had the 2 Ghana cedis note. Me said that boapa pake bear 10. Edishe me books say bear that me debeka 70. I have 10 of that 2 Ghana cedis note in one of my books. And then you don't see that kind of note again anywhere. Eti me come and say, so no Kwame Nkrumah numpono, you people hated him or hate him to the stand to say, mu person mu erase everything about him from our history books to the stand of banning a lot of his books. And then senye abrofuna ne fa anyway se miss so timi nya ne books ni bebre de toto ebi wo online ana ne o ma republish bebre na obenya biato a and kananka you will never hear or find any of Nkrumah's book to read. Mutimi ye we nyina na wo pese wo kire me se wo administration we a wo agya ho ekoi wo statue de ye njai na wo statue no ensi ho enti honestly speaking I won't
you this guy you will miss Nana Addo one day.
Oh, Nana Addo, Nasa past president Bia will be missed. Jerry John Rawlings was missed. Jerry John Rawlings, but not Jerry John Rawlings. So Musi Papa we would for not Tiasakra, Musi we would for. Nagana for one abedia kunya so am missing a pen. Ghana for be better na kunya so bia okobia am missing a pen. When John Dramani Mahama was president 2013, 14, 15, and then am one can fan ho. And now we papa no, and now we dum so mine. And in na he na ma fe na mazako fa na bay. My wepa I don't got me akwala okrom ase ya na. O mampani bia watena Ghana konya so bia o ta konya so a mo mpenasem. Ofira konya so a acha 2 years later mo be fe no. Nkrumah say owu ye wie afi na mo fe no. I champon owu ye wie afi na mo fe no. Jerry John Rawlings bae mo boje ne so Junior Jesus JJ let the blood flow and no discipline man for ewi ase no mo si awunani wudini obuye oprepraye ewi ase owu wie ye de mo si JJ nya ne so bi mark ye pe ebinom si mo ebinom si akade Ibrahim Traore ye wo Burkina idie JJ me answer na mabef metiasi ya number for me me answer na mabef me answer na ma recognize me ne mo nyina monsusu nyama no mo ne ne mo an etiasa asi so wope a group of people are men shada emma mitirimu nyame de when they are praising you pa e Ghana for ohini me ba social media so almost 7-8 years in here wope a group of people are memma mitirimu nyame de when they are praising you are a Ghana for wope ma mitirima ye de wenya papa omo abesa crucify. When Jerry John Rawlings came, JJ let the blood flow, discipline them, and then nabi omo si hey apa munani we wudi ni dodo o free asonko Obekuyen. Papa ni free akonya so wie when Kufo was coming. Almost Kufo is a sexy man. Kufo e be matenten gram kama. Kufo brabeji yen na nwani ni peso kuyen. Jeje free akonya so ewie enei ebinom se de Ibrahim Traore eye Burkina no jeje ne kebetima ye bi Ghana ha enei o mafe no nya atwomfo. When Kufo came to power, Kufo started administration. Yes, Kufo ye good. It got to a point. Yes, in the ni fefe na ni apotapotwe on free so kranko. Anklata mrameji yen. Ana anklata ba na anklata beji yen. Anklata de oya sumdwe ni ompe ne ho asem. Endi na hi bi papa we ya lefo odo kra onim de wo ye obewu sa da tim. Ana John Dramani Mahama ba John Dramani Mahama ono de the youngest awurade nyankopon. John Dramani Mahama tina konya so 2 years kramba. Papa way. Papa way wasi won ti obia okrom ha papa way wasi won muayen papa way we kromfo we we papa no we aga na sika yes ni bisi bia Akufo-Addo brabaji Akufo-Addo na Akufo-Addo nya over 1 million vote e de ba betena konya so okrom asei enei dia ne yamfa nya Akufo-Addo yezan Akufo-Addo Mahama mai opa enye se Akufo-Addo twa ni 8 years awia enka after Mahama 4 years de kebeka Akufo-Addo samra back Ghana for na ma wuni mo the very confused citizens both home and abroad omo mo abroche no mo fie nyina very confused citizens me na me come chira the very same Ghanaians wo praise a young man Ibrahim Traore in Burkina. The very same Ghanaians wo praise a young man in Senegal. The very same Ghanaians no mo praise a young man like Peter Obi in Nigeria. No, these very same Ghanaians were insulting Nana Kwame Bediako, a young man, a Ghanaian. They are very confused citizens than any citizens on this planet. They love outside gentility, home stupidity. Okay, let's go to something else. Adieu, son. They are the very same Ghanaians. They support Julius Malema in South Africa. Hey, we need a young man to come into our administration in Africa. Africa will be well because we need young men to come into leadership. The young men have to come into leadership. So, Nigeria, you should have voted for Peter Obi. South Africa, you should have voted for Julius Malema. Senegal, you've done very well. You voted for a young man. And the young man pops up in Ghana, and they are calling that young man a scammer. Very useless, confused citizens. Way more.
Okay, you will. And your mammy and I have a maybe a program to become a Siambe. And Tiana Congress and me. Maybe I'm sorry already. Namen Covena, main concopi bibi. Over.
Yeah.
Or in a Kwame Frempon, or better 50,000 books. Our Asantiachim.
Really?
50,000. In Tiano, Opa Betunia can be bigger craft. Road toll. Mpacho road toll is coming back.
Yeah, it has to come back.
I took KCL, one ACN.
I took forcing, yeah.
I to forcing.
Yeah.
We are back. Namu, near me, I'm the actual no so I can't crack near Chato. I say, you close you, median over. Police maybe, yeah, they are kind of 100 million. That is 10,000 Ghana cedis. And yeah, a buyer no number say, who could take a crack? Why am Pacho?
Okay.
Telling you. Jova, video ya will be Ghana police in Nimia or Akopeo. Ya 10,000 Ghana, that is 100 million. Nimni or no police in Okopeo. Sanko for no money view, Chess I yalifu Bukrao. Womuti to a mention that any baby are not criminals. Nti we no si ofritachi man we no tie ya friend ni sa Jova, what when you? And to say, and you need Papa Bia. And you need Papa Bia.
Ohene, mama starting free, Ohene from Pong, Ohene Kwame from Pong. Honestly speaking, I am so Obama Shanti Achem no from Kola any school for 50,000 books. And he is capable of doing even more. Nyama all year already before becoming an MP, no, it's beyond 50,000 books. And you know, I'm happy say Asante Achem no for decided said this time around, you know, they will vote for an independent candidate because Asante Achem North is one of the stronghold for the MPP, for the New Patriotic Party. And the Pia Kubi, a MP. Only the current MP this Ohene Kwame from Pong B2 no. Now some me don't call back Kakranswa. Asante Achem North for Nana Kojo Banredu, one abu Kojo Banredu, MP, one abu Kojo Banredu, former finance minister and Akufo-Addo administration no. Nana MP. Recently, I'm a call baby. I see, and I think I've posted that video on Facebook, on TikTok, and on YouTube. Yeah, for all these years, you know, these people or these people in this, the people in this constituency have been voting for NPP, and I think that the NPP have been taking them for granted because when you open one constituency, ubeti miatena honum, abo uya sebra nyina wie, na nka untu kwan free kroni mu a, Asante Achem North, agogo precisely. Agogo na miko school, meko agogo state. Ohene, ubeti matena Asante Achem agogo kronim. I started school from crèche. Akwa we university about degree ne professor nyina wie untu kan free kronim because in terms of education, they have it from crèche to all the ranks in education. They have it all. They have primary, JHS, SHS. They have 2 SHS. They have a tertiary teacher training. Nursing training. They have university. They have it all. Ohene, diakaya juma omubenya in this constituency. Nkabema after school no nipa ne betena constituency na waye adwuma no de nim de ni nyansa wa acquire from school no de aboa ma constituency na develop ni nyina na oman Ghana na tumpon. In fact adwuma eye komo wo hono pa eye ekuayo. They are into farming. Ohene, open one of the constituencies are almost supply the whole Ghana and I say Accra and to the extent of even abroad more abrochire no almost supply plantain pa Asante Achem North for omudo body full and your body full ketinketi omudo body full in hectares. Omudo body full in hectares. Omudo watermelon, omudo amango full, omudo tomato full, omuye kuafo ankasa. But the sad thing they say, omudo sa no bae we nyina na se ba, then in their own capable way no, almost ton be a supply be ne be concran cast before be concran. No matter be wo the nearby towns in na de beka ni anto ana pro. Administration after administration, they haven't the various leadership have not been able to come up with investors to establish factories, processing factories in this constituency to help the people to get something to do. The youth from this constituency will complete school and will have no choice than to run to Accra, Kantamanto, Tema, and those areas to go and hustle before they can make an ends living. And for that matter, the people over there decided to this time around ignore the MPP, ignore the parliamentarian MPP MP, and then vote for an independent candidate who has been voluntarily and philanthropically helping the community, building schools, building them boreholes, building pipe, supporting people in education, a whole lot of support. And this time around, they decided to push him to parliament so that in case he didn't get anything from the government as an independent candidate to crown. He can use his parliamentarian status or as an MP to go out there to go and then have or negotiate and bring investors into the constituency for the investors to come and build something sort of factories over there so that they can get something doing. And you know, Ohene Kwame from Pond, kudos to him. I mean, I support him and I wish him all the best for him to be able to, achieve all he plans for the people of Asante Achem North. And the next topic here, yeah. Atu forcing a road to I support that. The one of the most useless decisions the MPP administration made was canceling the road toll. It is one of the most useless decisions. And in fact, I don't know who advised those guys for them to take that decision. The road tolls, the monies were not going into the government coffers. The money were going into people's pockets. Maybe now they will have a way to direct all these monies into the government coffers for the country to get that money. Yeah. Yeah. The na course first now these toast the man be a party chairman, the man party executive man, a businessman because to me better. Na businessman na ma buy be some amount of Ghana cedis or dollars. No, attitude because mentality ne say amount for a buying the amount for anti no mo a first be na we are buying no omu we sika no we are buying because a buying is not able to come up with measures or to me dey sika bia beba from that place no. It's not the individual people. But now with the individual people, na sika individuals ni tua at the ma buy no. Now they compare sika individuals ninya sika crossing the ma buy no. Ninya na so the ma omo ankasa parties nkrofo ya, and at the end of the day they came up or they ended up canceling it. And that was one of the most useless decisions omo take here. Ohini amaya hu do omo develop omo make enough money kro omo timi ma ye bosia kra no. Ukosa aman ni mu a, they still take road tolls. They still take road tolls. More UK, more Netherlands, more Holland, America, more muntiato ana. Mukra mutia. Baumia in opposition said that, we will just have to tow the roads and take the road tolls and use the money to complete the rest of the road. This is simple, blah, 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 blah. Sana kasakwa. But that was a fact. Ubetimi, I'm making sure say sikana road tolls on the debano because they be a cast and I'm going to they generate a huge amount of money. Ubetimi ajisa sikani na would the year kwan kakra. Would the man kwaje busia kwan fi babia. Jisa sikani na making sure sikano is well accountable. Then sikano goes into the right coffers. Na kapasa sikana kasa for your contractors ka na komunja Ghana kwan kakra. You wouldn't have to answer. You don't have to go for any loan from elsewhere. But abandon the chair, muno.
Make us offer. A bit is a Mahama Bay. Nimu baby a police in Shia will say, what drive carelessly? What traffic light ya also ready mo? Me pacha what packing wrongly. And I say, why you see one man Sabrona Uchi. Bacha or Bano Tremawa. Opa men gonkutia. I dear a penalty dasso. As soon as you try pa, one say.
Good. Good.
And the police, if a police for them, Shagana. Police ni share obi to me could not answer. You book the piano. We know who's our band. Why is he? Which I am
Regina Mfum, I see you. Sasu Eric, I see you.
When you are dear or inspect a few car home. Not only Padas and Yafa and Bawing card, not the Sikashim, not or the Ama police and police near dinner, where you see on check a class at a driver's lances and I said, Then Quadicutano.
Oh, Henny,
you check more thing and any BBR. Of all we are, I dear Bakwan has a young Kanya for Anunsi because of Medicare. Menoka say, or more betty ministers ya ye you ato force you say one ato case you say one me there or one me say on na you say o me
Ato Forson is the finance minister, our next finance minister.
Finance minister, okay, me that's it. But who nyansa a what vetting when they say because me tie me say matnase me as president me president me show honesty I show move ya sha say the ye na mabasa but we na person na go mind may you must we go and sit down spend some money pay these stupid people mon vetting ni pa no we are normally a ya
Meba ho akire meka bibia fa ho akire ma me wie wo the road to no eti ohene se de na wo ka no na no na me na ebia fo gya na edi nkomo o ka asem bi o se abrochire abrofo o mo de nkwasiafo sika e na ekikire oman no mo enkwasiafo na edi omo ye oman yie manyansafo enjoy eti se Ghana no se company for na very willingly to develop this country for us our own we don't have to go for loan because enkwasiafo wo kroma say no 99% enyansafo na 1% pe adriver for nam kwan so omu dodo na omu nkwasi asem nkwatika a day 24 hours enko wie no na kasika nka Ghana anya no na kan yisika ketwa. The only thing you have to do is to set up the system, put up the measures ebetimi achisa nkwasiafo ni nyina na age sasika no
do Mahama yale
da obeye oyin da bi onyale obeye oh that be so we dey warm up obeye adwuma oyin obeye adwuma warm up no ye me I trust him me gini dey obeye adwuma no enti dia make go si ni say ye mpani for na omo ewo kroma say no they only know how to squander the money omo nim sika ni di
squander the money ni paro do say na share o menya 60 enkrofoni 60 na share o TikTok madam nyina amase thank you so much
me nipa 10 na share wa ha say YouTube do obi an share nipa 10 pe na share wa
YouTube me nim so o share na hu dia nti ha no
okay
madam asem ha ma share nipa 60 no some pay o man ye nti mo share message na afofra TV no nana thank you so much Eric ma also share Godson ma also share and because 62 share 63 papa
ohene and make us say ye kroma say no there are so many ways a company for no betimi ade anya sika de akekere oman no because enei no nipa no bua na ebu mra so oman nim obi eye nwura na ogya to fom amanone ye che wa na afan no na atete kitama no akotua na oman na nya sika and no Thanksgiving boy ya ma Thanksgiving boy o se wo kwa adwuma o pentem na o so abu firi ni lane ko fa especially lane bi ya designated for buses so say himfo bi lane sa camera capture da otifie ni nkuruma kwa abedi na akple ene edi take it blood ene edi take it blood say mama camera nie watwa afa say kotia $25 eno kotia ai
no so akwa bi ejije no
good
obo abengu akwa no so akwa no nko no aba say ye ya we yi fa ho say na akwa no Afro police ya mba o man ga akwa no ono ne ba che ni say wato mra
good asiedu ase ne dan anim afu $120 no ya fine no $500 ne dan anim nwura afu wantwitwa so mo abroche ne mebo a mo ka kire me se ugya ma wo long so se den efu na wontwitwa ya yetimi fine no eti all these are systems abrofo ne diagu akwan mu a ye de benye sika de akekere oman no ye na ye nika pre na ye so ye kwaje busian ye ni sa system ni bi wa ha sei the NDC administration mutimi de sa system so bi gu akwan mu omo twi careless driving na camera capture no na police ni na man ticket no wa chain officer won konkotua eke benye sika enti oyini mede manu see on the road to no Akufo-Addo becoming the finance minister no so mutimi enya set up proper ways so mutimi dia Jesus sika ni nyina call into the nation's coffers omo benye sika dia bu man na mo ankasa ho ato mo nya sa ye de baba be yogo masum de we warm up ne ye wo warm up ne ye warm up ne we de ye treat ne nam ka se ye da so gina na so a warm up ja ye be so go mo so kro ma se no enye ja ketwa eti meni omo ya adwene mo fa road to no mra because you benya sika free near the ya kwan ye na kwan na papa ma enti me ni auto forcing any NDC for ya adwene mo fa road to nimra
answer na be vetting no let us say John Mahama ni 6 days you say 5 days you have do akunya nso no wa fail say poto
sa
o me so wa fail
oyine me de minya njeje no mema no baby abe 1 year later kura
NDC for kwasi ampafo ni wonjimi o monjimi no ya ha say wait from the first day you say agro be e fie da be da e firi meme da be da e firi fie da nwumre wa ba ya say to party akese party makomako enum ene watu Ova yeah if one number I wadaro ma oba ma use na do fa oha na what is say me chia papa na meba Holland why meba Holland me ya do ma
oyin de me de opani John Dramani Mahama mema no 1 year ansa na master charge no but bibi nko yi me fa ya kakra meka ma dwene but mema no 1 year ansa na master charge no de ntia make sa no say a lot of eniama from a near konyina ebe take effect and I say ebe effective ebe affecting the economy and the living nyina no niama the administration na economy na dey gu akwam na ebe koso aye adwuma from now on going omankasa omo budget ni omo nhyehyɛ ebe start aye adwuma maybe from the next budget ebe ready from the administration no that is where I will start my judgment from for right now as I'm speaking with you no it is the I mean the going administration a lot of their policies and their things are still ineffective. I don't know working as I'm speaking with you now. Yeah.
Okay. Indeed, almost vetting, no.
Yeah. Only vetting, no.
NDC for Omashigana, you know. Since Mahama Betina Kunya, so Ghana, ya want to that. 1 year office we need in a chamber, video back where we are. I'm sorry, I come from you, so come watch.
That thing.
To tell you have to pack all your things and go out.
Yeah.
Be there. NDC one. They said, office to office on Pampa go for.
On say, see, I can't MPP in NDC a pair. I na be nantias. Me say, me offer, and my main can't say, who I was say, person when me hold debate either on TikTok or on YouTube. Any debate. Said the MPP in NDC a pen. Me make sure say MPP in NDC a pair. Also MPP in NDC in a pair. Wow, person have a side debate no for our application bra na international yes side debate no ohene and now John Dramani Mahama issue statement or say wa issue response akachire the party executive say omon control the party youth ne say omon jai saade na ekoso no na saade ma we na ma manfo ka say MPP and NDC are the same no MPP did the same thing in 2016 when they won power. Why issue a statement say Omunjai and you're fine. And it doesn't make sense. MPP did the same thing in 2016 when they win power. I mean, when they won in 2016, they were chasing people out of offices, chasing people out of even toilets. KVIP was a KP or whatever. No? They were chasing people from there. They were chasing people out from here and there. All because yaba. You people should work out. Sana NDC funds will keep the revenge in their mind. And I swear to tell you, say, the Akosi, some people say we need elections. Almost beside him. The citizens, the followers are the same. And their leadership and their governance are the same. Character penesa. Ebi ompeni John Dramani Mahama ni subani ne ni ebi entimi na Akufo-Addo de anye pepepe. Ebi Akufo-Addo is so arrogant. But Mahama ebi awonye so arrogant. Ebi Akufo-Addo I don't care. Ebi Mahama be show care. But amamu ne sa omoni ama we no. Similarities in here very much so high. And yes sir, and kaminim say o party win power. Ukraine was like how protect the beer, say be ya party the betimi asset the ball rolling. Nanka obese dwuma se nanka my man beti the person ya sentem. Nanka ya ball party na baso. Wo de won kwase tire se kwase akonsuntin ye nya worship police station. To the extent of burning police stations ahodo. To the extent of looting, going to warehouses and then looting stuff. Sanyama free warehouse what they coffee at the party about power. Eti what say Sanyama ni nyina now party no konya bosia because as I'm speaking with you now no Atofo and say it is possible the NDC administration could go to IMF. Eti MPP call IMF NDC so possibilities almost be call IMF near high. Eti wo party about power no wo de won kwase etiresi won kwase akonso ehhye niam esese niam na mu wie na so mo kwa IMF konya sika bi na se ye de sika ne ba na esoma bi se enkwa wo district wo constituency ko ye bibia ye de sika ne beba no eniam a wo de wo jimi asai no instead of say de sika ne be build something new no na de sika ne ba be renovate and say rebuild niam a wakakwahle no na wo boa wo party na say wo ha wo party no se nipa wo man na sa adwene no etire no body never bread, and that is what we are facing. And I don't blame some of them. Ohini, unim baby free. Ye wa man for almost show mo yire no mu dem tete akwantuom so camera. E insight o mo se mun go after so mesin go after bintin. Wodo ne yire ne masha ma no ne sa akwantuom o te Salome o. But also camera no catch a man for say go after so mesin bend this, we will bend that, we will chase you, we will chase that. No ne yire ne ma no mo se dem. Woman to take to move and omu insight omu ofie enu na mama classify omu dwumadi omu di ni say enya Ghana na omu penny ye o eyo omu ni na nka and omu fa this political party based no omu de content no omu de party basis nani meti akwantu menye dwuma bia maninka mama create content na men bo NDC abaso na men support NDC na NDC followers mbetwa me hunhia na yemfa ngi ani enu bi no oye meti akwantu maninka mama create content about MPP na me find the MPP HD for ani na nyina yemfa ngi ani na me sam make money out of it online enu bi no mo ye
Melissa wo keto ne ba a waja na ma akwawe eja ma akwana ne ma Melissa fi abonten bai wo bai a wo yi pampers na eni epini nyina na ni to
Wini
sada no ba yi so kwa
senye ne sa ana mo se dia moti hode bia te mo camera chi ye na o my Ghana ho donti na mo de ye sa who in his right sense will incite people to go after people, to chase people, to cause mayhem in the country. I want to see a building. Are you in the right sense? Are you okay? I don't blame the party followers. I don't blame the party boys because omono trying say command. No mu dey say nine. And these are some of the reasons why we say you guys, these two parties, your audience, your followers, your leadership, you are the same. But I'm happy, say, Omonpeni John Dramani Mahama, I issue statement to say, Omunjai, it is Omunjai there. It is up to them. Ohini, yanko the next last topic. Na yamfa isi time ko. Yeah, Ohini. Under normal circumstances, no, and vetting will make sense if the parliament is independent. The vetting would have made sense if the parliament should be independent parliament. But as I'm speaking with you now, the parliament in Ghana parliament, even we had a hanging parliament, the parliament wasn't independent when it was hanging parliament. How much more whereby we have a parliament whereby the party in power has majority MPs in parliament. So it will never, yield any fruit. In a real sense, the reason why they should go to vetting and they say, President in Brabe, yep, minister for this position. You go to vetting, you will be vetted, you will be questioned, you will be interrogated about the profession or the ministry that you are going to work over there. If all of them will be passed. You better pass because your party for. But you in your parliament, you say UK parliament, and for minister say Brana veto, you better disqualify. But way or unqualified or qualified because we're a party man. It's only be probably free vet in Mumba. All of them will be passed. Or Munina be go through. Or Munina be go through. Be probably free Mumba.
the consensus is in times past, I'm sorry, I can when this pencil, another pencil, a soft one be no ankasa. It's a month for shame, what's that baby? And it's a soft one, a cassa. We had the Namoshas of Go and Ambo, Omacasa Monica. Yeah, Omonica. It sounds Omacasa or on an up by
Linda Page, I see you.
Another person I walk. Maybe say not many, but the AN is yes, sir, yes, strategy. So making out sorry, them another call radio, no, I can say, open any of this and the right thing. It's against Bibinia, your call chain. It is Anna, any woman 90 year, and I sign anyway, no super 90. If it's your person, this is sound. Well, you know.
Well, you know, Matthias has speech, you know. Mate, Abusia, yeah, the mobile so have for ne. But one thing we can assure you guys, and they say, we will still. Media, me free so na o ma betro ma dwene wo ho. Nti wo de Abusia, you better must say, Abribiano, you better be candidate here. Without favoritism, without favor, we will come here and speak truth to power. It's you better must say, more ready for the truth, no. Yaba Abribiano, you better on from some umbrana mombeti.
The policeman issue.
I'm saying
I'm saying you policeman na you go no na